Aquarius, hi, my name is Jenny. Welcome to my channel. I will be going over the astrology transit highlights from August 25th to August 31st. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we will end with a card pull too, an energy card pull as well. But we have so many transits, so I'm just going to get into it. So Monday, August 25th, we wake up with a Virgo moon. And the Virgo moon will make a sextile to Venus, and Venus will be in Cancer at 29 degrees. It will happen at 9 a.m. It's always Central Standard Time when I talk about time, so change it to your time zone accordingly, Aquarius. But Virgo moons for you guys, you might feel, a little bit more focused on the other, especially with that sextile to Cancer in Venus. It could just be a really good feeling when it comes to your daily routine. It could be maybe if you haven't been using Venus to your benefit as an Aquarius, you could feel a little overwhelmed in the morning on Monday morning. But good news is that the moon will enter into Libra at 9:01 a.m. And Libra for you guys is just a beautiful energy. It's light, it's flirty, it's your growth, it's your expansion, it's your spirituality, it's your beliefs. It's where you're growing in this life, where you're expanding and where you're choosing to expand. Now, Libra moon will be making so many aspects from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. The Libra moon will oppose Saturn, trine Uranus, oppose Neptune, and trine Pluto. This is a lot of energy that the Libra moon's doing to these outer planets. If you're feeling that opposing energy, it could feel like maybe where you're trying to grow and expand, you could feel like there's these restrictions about why you can't grow and expand. It's like maybe there's something to do around your immediate environment. Like maybe something happens where you have to do something around your immediate environment, but you're trying to get work done, or you're trying to go to class and things get diverted on your trip there. It could be something like that. But we have this trine energy that you can tap into, and that's trine Uranus and trine Pluto. And so this is your sense of self, your growth and expansion, and your creativity all working on the same page with each other. And, with this trine to Pluto, you guys are experiencing a really rare transit, Aquarius, which is having Pluto in your sign for the next 15, 16 years. It's a long transformation, but Pluto really wants you to find your power. Having that Pluto in your sign, you guys are so powerful. You guys are the catalysts of change in this new modern world that we are in. So this is good flowing energy. Now, trine to Uranus, I could see you guys getting random creative ideas when it comes to your growth and expansion. This is going to involve you being present. If you have a lot of distractions, you're feeling that opposing energy, so calm your mind down so you can get those epiphanies to come in. Now, Venus is going to enter into Leo at 11:27 a.m. This is all about partnerships and relationships for you guys. So you're going to find more pleasure being around other people, but the trick is people that actually serve you. You're not going to find pleasure being around shitty people. You're just not. And so, but you're going to be more willing to do things for other people during this time for the next 3 weeks, Venus and Leo. If you are a single Aquarius, this is the time to go out. You can meet people during this time. Get on a dating app. I don't know, like whatever it is, but this is the time to go out, meet new people. If you are somebody that's already, taken, you can meet new business partnerships. You can meet new friend groups. You can meet new communities. I mean, this is all partnerships and relationships, but it's just giving this welcomed energy to all the relationships in your life. They're just going to feel more pleasant. Now, Venus and Leo will trine Saturn at 8 p.m. And Saturn can cool down Venus. You could feel more like that. All right, for you guys specifically, because it's not negative. It's not. Trine is positive energy, but you're not going to feel, but you guys are also ruled by Saturn. So you guys are used to that Saturnian energy. And so I just feel like it's really going to benefit you, Aquariuses, the most when it comes to your communication and the other people in your life. Also, your mind and what is your relationship with yourself and how are you talking to yourself? This could just be a reality check when it comes to the relationships in your life, but it's going to feel good to have that reality check, if that makes sense. We do have Tuesday August 26th, we will wake up with a Libra moon. Libra moon will be conjunct Mars at 9:30 a.m. This is a beautiful time to get a boost of energy, especially if you are an Aquarius that's been a little bit more tired lately. Maybe you've been doing a lot of transmutation. Maybe you're doing a lot of shadow work, inner child work. I don't know. Like, it just depends. But, like, this is just a good time for you to take action, take emotional action on where it is you actually are looking to grow and expand in this life. Now, Venus will sextile Uranus at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. So, Venus making this sextile to Uranus, this is your creativity and your relationships being on the same page. This is also the dating houses. I mean, it is. And Uranus is so random. So it could be like you and your partner going on a super fun freaking date. It'd be a perfect date Tuesday. Tuesday is a perfect date night. And it can be perfect. I mean, Uranus, that's the thing with Uranus. The one predictable thing about Uranus is it's unpredictable. But this also has to do with creative ideas. This has to do with if you have any children in your life, something random coming up with them. But Venus does bring pleasure and joy to it. So that's the positive. Now we have Venus trine Neptune at 5:18 p.m. This is a transit that you can kind of feel all day, especially as an air sign. It can make you a little cloudy. Neptune doesn't like force. It likes flow. So if you Aquariuses are trying to force anything Tuesday that's not in alignment with who you are when it comes to joy and pleasure and money and just relationships, if you're trying to force something, it's not going to feel good. This trine is not going to feel good. It's going to be really about flow. This is a perfect creativity transit as well. This is like one of those transits where like you can sit down and do a creative project, a hobby, work, whatever, and then you look at the clock and 5 hours have gone by, but it feels like 10 minutes. So this is a beautiful transit to be creative if you are an artist. An artist is subjective, so whatever it is you do, utilize it for that. Now we have the Libra moon square Jupiter at 6:23 p.m. And this is, this could be your daily routines and your time management not being on the same page with where you're trying to grow and expand. Squares, they do create tension so you can change, but Jupiter does bring this air of optimism to it. So it's not a negative transit, especially when Jupiter or Venus, both benefics, are involved, even if it's a square. But there could be a little hiccup when it comes to your growth and expansion and where you're trying to go and your daily routine, your time management. Physical health could be involved as well. I don't really go into the health things, but it does involve that house. But just like take that as it resonates. So we also have the Libra moon making a sextile to Mercury at 9 p.m. This is beautiful energy to take action on relationships, especially if relationships are no longer aligned in your life. You had this Mercury retrograde in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. So you Aquariuses really went through a new perception, a new thought process when it comes to the relationships in your life, how you want to approach relationships in your life, who you allow in your life. Some of you might have had exes come back in your life. And, this sextile Mercury might be telling you that, hey, ex, like, I know you came back and I thought maybe, but now no. It could be something like that. But a sextile is about taking action. That's happening at 9 p.m. So it is a later transit, but it could just be your growth and expansion and just really taking the initiative to do what it is you're looking to do in this life, but also considering the people around you that you love. So Wednesday, August 27th, so we have Venus and Leo opposed Pluto at 1 a.m. This is more of a nighttime transit. You might be feeling it on Tuesday, halfway through the day, if there are still conflicts in the relationships in your life. If you are feeling conflicts in your life when it comes to you and the other, you might be feeling this transit, especially if you haven't really spoke up or spoken your mind or figured out exactly how you feel. Like, for example, if an ex came back or something, or a friend, I don't know, came back into your life and you realize you don't want them in your life or something like that, this could create a little turmoil. You could feel a little icky, but this is happening at 1 a.m. So pay attention to your dreams. Your dreams will show you anytime you're putting the power outside of yourself when it comes to relationships, especially with these two planets. So just pay attention to those dreams. And with Wednesday on the 27th, we have an all-day Libra moon. It's still light. It's still flirty energy. Now, the moon will enter into Scorpio around 8:30 p.m. and we go into Scorpio moon energy, which collectively it's about really digging deep and understanding the layers in your life and why you do the things you do and what fears you have that are holding yourself back so that you're able to move forward. And it's also for you guys, because it's about career and public image, it's really about, sorry, that was so awkward. I don't even know why I did that. I feel like when I get into your Aquarius energy, I'm like, anyways, so let's get into it again. So Scorpio moon energy for you guys individually, it's a really great time. Scorpio energy, you can get obsessed about something and you can be unstoppable. So it's a really good time for you guys to be obsessed about your career and where you're going in your career. And it could be not your current career, not your current 9 to 5. It could be a hobby you're trying to turn into a career. It could be anything, but to get obsessed about it is a good way to use that Scorpio moon energy for you. Now, Thursday on the 28th, Scorpio moon all day, but we have the Scorpio moon square Pluto and square Venus. This is happening from 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. Yet again, another nighttime transit. Has to do with relationships, has to do with power, has to do with transformation. It might be like maybe having to do with career, like maybe you put the power outside of yourself in your career. When it comes to authority in your career, pay attention to those dreams because they're going to tell you something and tell you where you need to go to stop putting the power outside of yourself. Now we have Uranus sextile Neptune at 7:09 p.m. And what I love about this transit is we've kind of already been experiencing it. It's going to go exact on Thursday, which makes it more impactful and powerful. But Uranus and Neptune have been doing this little dance, okay, for some time now. They've been at the 1 degree, the 2 degree mark. They're slow moving planets. So Uranus sextile Neptune is going to be about your communication and your creativity, your communication with people you're dating. And it could be kind of random. Uranus is random. We don't know what's going to happen when Uranus is at play. Like, we really, really don't. So this is a good time to experience and to understand what Uranus and Gemini is bringing for you, and Neptune and Aries, because they're both going to be in those signs, Neptune and Aries and Uranus and Gemini, for a while. So this is just a preview this summer is what we're experiencing, because both will retrograde back into those previous signs, which when I do the weeklies, we will get into that because it's happening soon. It really is. And we're going to be finishing up a lot of shit. We are. It just, these planets, outer planets, it's big transformation at the end because it's like all these baby steps are adding up to this big aha moment. So just like figure out what's going on. When it comes to your creativity, your dating, your children, your communication, your siblings, your immediate surroundings, your mental space, how you're talking to yourself, all of these are at play here. So this is going to really differ for each Aquarius. So keep a journal. I don't know. Write it down. I keep a journal for big transits. So Friday, August 29th, we will wake up with a Scorpio moon. But what I do love about this Scorpio moon is this Scorpio moon will be making a trine to Jupiter that's sitting in Cancer. And this is happening at 8 a.m. These are your work houses. If you are trying to, I don't know, ask for a raise, launch a project, anything like that, this would be a good time to do it. But at the same time, this transit might just give you optimism and courage and being like, oh, this feels good. This is feel good water energy. So you have to go with your intuition on whether you feel like it's right to do what I just said when it comes to work. But this is like your time management, your daily routine, your physical health on the same page with your career and your public image, and just bringing that together with your emotions and your expansion. But we have Friday night, we have a Scorpio moon square Mercury, and that's happening at 8 p.m. And this could be your work and your relationships not on the same page. It could be work relationships. It could be maybe you have to work late on Friday night and you can't hang out with your partner, or you can't be with your friends. You can't go out because you have work to do. It could be something as simple as that. Just be careful with your words on Friday night. Be careful with your words because of that square at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm doing this because that's what a square makes on the chart when I visually see it. All right, so Saturday, August 30th, we will wake up with a Scorpio moon. But the moon will move into Sagittarius at 9 a.m. The energy is going to feel different, especially if you are somebody that in Aquarius that feels that collective energy. Sagittarius energy is light, free exploration. It's all about just, exploring new things. And, it's about your guys' hopes and dreams and your communities and your friend groups and you being your unique self, which Aquarius, Pluto in the first house, you're really projecting that power right now. You are projecting being your honest, authentic self. So the Sagittarius moon is going to be making a lot of aspects from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. Sag moon will trine Saturn, trine Neptune, oppose Uranus, sextile Pluto, and trine Venus. A lot of transits, okay? But this is all of, so like these houses all working together here are all in favor for you and your communication when it comes to your hopes and dreams, when it comes to the people in your life, when it comes to being able to be your unique self and be your authentic self around people that serve you and love you in your immediate environment. So this is all positive energy. Now, you could feel, I will say, with the moon opposing Uranus, that's going to happen at 12 p.m., you could feel a little bit of a block, like kind of like out of nowhere emotions. One second. Excuse me. Okay. So it could be like out of nowhere emotions that just like you have no idea why this is coming to the surface. It could be random stuff if you have children that comes with children. So like, you want to do something for you, but then something random with your children comes up. Uranus, unpredictable. So at around noon, just on Saturday, if something unexpected happens, just know it's Uranus and just go with it. Go with it. Yes, Uranus brings chaos and the unexpected, but it's always for us. We might not see it at the time, but it's for us. So just knowing that transit's going to happen, it's good. Now, Sunday, August 31st, we have a Sagittarius moon, and the only aspect we have that day is Sagittarius moon making a sextile to Mars at 5 p.m. This is beautiful energy if you want to take action on your hopes and dreams and expansion. This is beautiful energy. This is also just going to give you a boost of energy. So, you moving your body, being physical. If you feel any frustration, if you feel any pent up energy, shake it out. Like literally just shake. That's going to be helpful. But Sunday is more of a chill day. I mean, especially if we just listed off so many freaking aspects every day, so much stuff happening. And this is right before eclipse season. So you might even start to be feeling this eclipse energy too. But Sunday, take it as it goes and understand that 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, you might get a boost of energy, pretty much. All right, Aquarius. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate the likes. I appreciate the comments as I am growing my YouTube, especially if you're here from TikTok or Instagram. I know I started this a couple weeks ago. I've been really enjoying the long form content. It's so much fun because I feel like I enjoy my reels, but I feel like I'm actually making a difference by telling you all the transits. Eventually, I will have the transits listed. I'm getting my system down, okay? I'm getting my system down. So pick one or two, Aquarius, on the energy here. One or two. I'm going to do 2 energy pulls. And keep in mind, take what resonates and leave the rest, Let's see, a little bit more cards for number 2. This one wants to come out. All right, number 1, Aquarius. All right, and I will show you. That is so cool, that picture. Especially if you're visual. Just take a look at it. I'm really visual, so I like to show that card there. Ooh. Number ones, next week, it's about releasing the old. Number ones, If an ex or an old friend came back into your life and you are contemplating if they should be in your life, remember they make it all about them, okay? Just remember they make it all about them. And know that you know how to set boundaries. You do. Sometimes we can get a little bit confused when, sexual parts are involved, but you know how to, with romantic, but friendships, like, you know how to set boundaries. You do, Aquarius. But this is really going to be about releasing the old. And, this might also be, I'm hearing, an old creative project, not just a person, but an old creative project. Releasing that, it no longer serves you anymore. It's not aligned with what you truly want to do, and there's a new beginning waiting for you. Take what resonates. That's what came out. All right, number 2s. Oh my gosh, I love this. Look at that. Number 2s. Number 2s. This is about relationships as well. Oh my gosh. I just can't even. This is for, there's a couple messages here. First one is, if you are in a single Aquarius, okay, remember that you are the fire. I know you're Aquarius, but 7th house for you guys, Leo's is your partnerships and relationships for a while, for a reason. And it's not just single. I'm also hearing business, friendships, whatever it may be, whatever relationship, just remember that you're the fire. You are the fire. You are such an observer, and you can see a different perception that nobody else can see in your relationships, and you don't get enough credit for it. I'm giving you credit, and just remembering that you are the fire. And know that the timing will come. I keep hearing timing. Right timing. And also your cups too as well. Are you filling your own cups up? That's another thing that I'm hearing. When it comes to filling your own cups, when it comes to your physical body, when it comes to your emotions, when it comes to your mental space, and when it comes to your spirituality, are you filling those cups up? Are you fill your cups up? So those were kind of 2 separate messages there. But thank you so much, Aquarius, and I will see you next week.